This segment is brought to you by Buick. Exceptional by design.
All right, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. I'm going to check in with one of my favorite places on earth. That is Grand Isle, Louisiana, where it is springtime. People are starting to make their way back down there, getting their camps ready to go for the season. Of course, all the rodeos and all the events that will be coming your way, but a very serious event that happened and a big arrest. So Chief Christopher Hernandez, the Chief of Police for Grand Isle, joins us now. And this is a great time of year, right, to be on the island. And just got through a little spring break, but a very serious incident that you need to tell us about, right?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing? Yes, spring break was great. All the young kids had lots of fun on Grand Isle. No big problems. They all partied. They did what they had to do. They're back in school, so we're looking forward for a great summer. You know, people starting to come down. We have lots of campers that started rolling in this past weekend, and we're excited. We have a big event coming up all the way till December. So, yeah.
Yeah, you were showing me your schedule of events, and it goes all the way to December. So he was showing me
all the way to December 21st. Yeah.
So no real off season in Grand Isle anymore. And like I say, I know the big events. Obviously, spring break's a big event. You know, you get people going down there during the Christmas, the Easter holidays, and then of course the summer, the fishing, the rodeos, and 4th of July, obviously the Tarpon Rodeo. But this was an event that happened where you had an arrest of 4 people, and it's a serious event. And can you walk us through what this situation was?
Something was brought to our attention, and also to my deputies, and of course, the young generation. And so we looked into it. One of my officers, my sergeant, looked into it, and man, I tell you what, we found some disturbing things that was going on in Grand Isle. So further investigation, and let me tell you, my hat's off to my officers and what was going on. And we wind up seizing a phone, got a court order. We got the we once we opened up this phone, it was just it's very disturbing. Something I could not discuss on the air, because it was full of information for a young person to have this much information, which led us into this big arrest. And of course, you can read about it on social. And we have Ray Araby, a person under 17, a female, for prostitution. We got Brian Crouch, indecent behavior with juveniles. We got Cody Kowalski, which is indecent behavior with juveniles, possession of marijuana. Chad Perkins, indecent behavior with juveniles, aggravated flight from an officer, resisting with violent force. I like to touch base on Chad Perkins real quick. When I told my officers, we're going to have problems with this last arrest, and boy, I didn't think it was going to be that many problems. He led us on a high-speed chase in Grand Isle. Where you going to go? One road in, one road out. But he was determined to try to lose us, and I caught up with him when I seen him heading back home to his mother's house on Rollstorm. I spun it around in my police truck. My officer did the same, and he had no meanings on stopping one bit. So we hit lights, sirens are blaring. He was not stopping. We hit speeds of 65, 75 miles an hour at one point. And of course, my concerns was for the public safety first and my officer's safety first, And it's like, please, Lord, I hope nobody's on this street, and we're on Highway 1. So the people pulling off the roads, I'm just so glad it wasn't during spring break when the kids was out of school, because it would have ended up bad, and we would have to call a chase off. But, this young man led us on a chase to where I was able to get in front of him at 75 on Highway 1 in Grand Isle. My officers are behind him. We boxing him in. He sees an exit one street before he gets to his mother's home, which he took that exit on Catherine Street, ran through a parking lot, through homes, through yards, through the marsh. And some of my officers followed him on Catherine. A couple of them followed me on Rollstorm. I cut him off on Rollstorm and Lafourche Avenue, and I told my partner that was with me, hang on, we're going to be in a serious accident head on. But I did block him off, but don't know how he made it. Went through the ditch, went through the marsh, through people's yards. He makes it home, runs up the steps. We surround the home. We had tasers drone in the back. My guys, you know, I said, look, I'm going to watch the windows. You watch the back door. He comes out, we'll pop him. So Sergeant Ryan Corley gets in. He tells the mother, open the door, we're breaking it in, which no telling what's going to happen next. A weapon, anything. So as he opened the door, he tried running again. Well, he got tased, but he got hit with the prongs. He pulls them out. He's so strung out on drugs. He pulls them out, falls to the ground. They're trying to put him in cuffs and to custody, fight, you name it. He tried doing it. He got dry stunned 3 other times, one in the neck, one in the back, one in the side. And in the mix of that, you know, a couple of my officers got jolted also from the taser. But he fought us. Listen, he fought us all the way through.
Yeah,
and Scott Perkins was not giving up without a fight.
Incredible story. Yeah, and not to cut you off, about 10 seconds to go. But, yeah, an incredible story. And 3 of those are Grand Isle. And I know how Grand Isle knows everybody. So a real difficult case, but thank you guys so much for all the effort you guys put in to make that arrest.
Well, real quick, and listen, now we got additional charges on most of them. We got more counts of indecent behavior with juveniles. We got second-degree battery, possession with intent to distribute it, and voyeurism. I mean, we have photos on all their phones we're taking of young girls and grown women. So we have more charges pending on all the above.
Well, look, Christopher Hernandez, we sure appreciate it. And look, I hope the rest of the summer is a lot more calm for you guys down there in Grand Isle.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Cardiovascular Institute of the South, providing our patients the highest quality cardiovascular care available.